What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Drone Camps channel. Today we have an FPV community announcement from my channel to you. We have an issue with the Jumper 1-watt ELRS built-in version that came out. The T Pro has some firmware issue, and that firmware issue, and actually not just a firmware issue, we have a firmware issue and a hardware issue. It has no USB pass-through on that radio. So that means, what does that mean? That means that you have to open up the radio. You have to take a screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, open up the radio. You have to solder on an FTDI adapter that will go plug into an FTDI adapter, which is a total pain. And I have to give some props out to Tweet FPV for making that video a couple days ago when my review published this morning. I woke up to your comments and somebody kindly posted that this was an issue, and I have to pass this information on to you guys. It is my job to do so, tell you the truth on all the products that I get, and my intuition was right. I said that I do prefer, so far out of all of the game style radios, I prefer the Zorro, and I am right. The Zorro, it has a USB pass-through. It has support for firmware updates. They are directly working with the ELRS developers. And this one has built-in ELRS. There's also the JP4-in-1 internal module if you want for a variety of different receivers. My opinion still, and my favorite, is still the Zorro. I have no problems with this one, and it's nice that they're actually working with the developers. They didn't rush this one out. This radio was rushed, and now we're seeing kind of the result of that. So you don't know what an FTDI adapter is. It is, I'll show you if you've already bought this radio. Unfortunately, let's just move this out of the way here. This is an FTDI adapter. It's USB to TTL serial converter adapter for basically, it's like an Arduino type adapter, but it will allow us to pass the firmware down to the radio's module. They're about $4, and honestly, I haven't had to use one of these in years because this is not something that we really, these are handy to have. If you need to update firmware on a receiver, you can do that, but I haven't had to use one of these in a long time. So $4, and every guy should definitely, if you're getting into FPV, you should definitely have one of these in your toolbox. I do, but it's not totally needed. But it is an issue out there. I looked on Jumper's website. It doesn't appear that on Jumper's website they have any news about this issue. They're still selling this radio as it is, and it does have an issue. So over on the Express LRS forum, there is a post about it by Alexandro. Alexandro has kindly shared the statement and saying that there is no way to recover this unless you use that FTDI adapter and you change the firmware. Basically, light programming. But there's about 180 comments deep because everybody's kind of freaking out about this, and why would Jumper just do that? Even over on the Facebook page, I checked them out on the Facebook, and there's no talk about it. The last post was January 20th at 8 a.m. So they're talking about the internal 2.4 Express LRS radio right there, and the 1,000 watt edition, big power. The big problem is that we have to jump through a bunch of hoops to be able to do any type of firmware update on that. So forget that radio and go with the Zorro at this point, because you don't want to be doing all of this. This looks like a total pain in the butt, and here's where the code is. You have to change it at the very top, like I said, change it from Wi-Fi to UART before you can even connect the FTDI adapter. So that's definitely an issue that community needs to know about. If you're already fine with doing this kind of work, you'll be fine. But if not, if you're one of those guys that's brand new in the community, I want to protect you guys and make sure that you're not going down a road or a path that's going to turn you off from the hobby, because, hey, we need all the guys we can get in the hobby, and we want to make this as simple as possible for you guys. So, yeah, I would definitely not be messing around with this radio. Stick with the Zorro. They also have a built-in ELRS version for the Zorro. It's not as powerful as 1 watt, but you're probably not likely going to need it. So I'd stick with the Zorro. The other thing is that this morning, instead of doing this, I should have been testing this for you. I should already be out in the field and testing this little micro receiver. Check this out. This has a pinout on it already built into the receiver, and it's super easy to bind up with the ELRS. This is a little miniature long range, sort of I'd say medium range type of receiver for boats, RC cars, airplanes. So I can directly plug in my servo pins here in the ESC and be off and flying an ELRS version receiver with my airplanes now. So this is fantastic. This is brand new micro ELRS receiver from BetaFPV. I'll try to put the link down below after the video publishes this morning. But this is really fantastic here. I already have it ready to go on this plane. This is the Flying Fish, and there's no soldering needed for these little guys, so you don't have to use breakout or anything like that. It's already set up here for you. So a little bit more competition for crossfire is coming down the line. So they give you also 2 sizes of antenna in the package as well. You get a short one and you get a long one. So super cool. These are $12, and that is a really awesome another step forward in the ELRS advancement. So very nice. But thanks again for watching, guys, and I would watch out for that 1 watt version. Great idea, having a built-in 1 watt ELRS radio, but without USB pass-through on this baby. Again, I would stick with Zorro. This is the one to get. So still, that's my opinion. That's my favorite. I'm not saying it's the best, but that's my favorite up until now. So you enjoy the information and do what you will with it. I'm Justin Davis. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Happy FPV.